Ми продовжуємо роботу.
We continue the work of the UCMC, and now Colonel Andriy Lysenko, the spokesperson of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues. The information on the events that took place in the ATO area during the last 24 hours, Lugansk direction, traditionally main military actions were taking place in Popasnyansky district between 10 and 5 p.m. The militants were shelling 3 times from mortars, and after that only from light weapons. Also, the enemy was violating in Lobacheva and Darichava. The second shelling was from mortars. In total, in Lugansk direction, there were 8 shellings, 4 of them from mortars registered. At our positions, there were 25 mines launched. About half of these incidents took place in the dark time of the day. Donetsk direction, the epicenter of military actions, is at the section of the front Kamenka, Avdiivka, Shakhta Butovka. The enemy concentrated near Yakovlevka and Spartak tanks and mortars and is actively using them. The shelling start before the dawn, then continue in the morning and get stronger, usually after 3 p.m. In the result of aggressive actions of occupants in Avdiivka, it's the 4th day that they have no electricity. The water is supplied according to the schedule. There's heating there. The militants are putting obstacles to the repair of infrastructure, socially significant facilities, receive electricity from generators. Also, the military actions of which are not so intensive, last at Svetlodarsky Arch to the south of Gorlivka in Donetsk airport. The occupants were using heavy weaponry there. In Donetsk direction, there were 23 military shellings, out of them 12 from mortars and tanks. 200 mines and 80 tank shells were launched at our positions, Mariupolsky direction. The situation is tense in Mariinka. In the evening, the occupants were shelling twice from mortars and also using the armored technique. At the section of the front of Novomykhailivka, Chermalik, yesterday was quiet. To the south, the situation is still the same. Every hour, block post is under the shelling of the enemy. The militants are very active. After the Sensat, most of the shellings were in Pavlopol and Vodyane.
In general, yesterday around Mariupol, the enemies violated ceasefire regime 31 times, and 5 times out of them they used heavy weaponry. Also, in result of combat activities, 2 Ukrainian servicemen were killed, 2 of the servicemen were wounded, and 2 more received shell shocks. We express our sympathy to the families and friends of killed servicemen. Ukrainian intelligence informs that the command of so-called Second Army Corps of Russian occupational troops had introduced fines for militants who violate the military discipline, and the amount of fines is between 1,000 to 10,000 Russian rubles, depending on the violation. The reason for this was extremely low level of discipline. Thus, recently, the 4th Brigade had got 6 new infantry combat vehicles, but immediately some parts of them were stolen and sold by so-called servicemen. Recently, a special military exercise for militants was organized by the Russian occupational troops, and special attention was given to the detention of deserter. One more militant had made use of the SBU program. You are awaited at home. One Slavyansk resident joined the illegal band formations in 2014. He worked on checkpoints and was given food for this. Then, having realized the immoral nature of that service, he liberated from the service, and recently he submitted requests to Ukrainian services. He is with his family, hopes for liberation from criminal responsibility, and called other militants to come back to peaceful life. Since there are no questions, thank you.